Hello everyone and welcome to my channel. I'm Melissa. It's been a long time since I've made a video. I want to say going on 5 months. I don't really have an excuse for why, just been kind of busy and going through life. Now that it's the new year, 2021. Hello 2021. Let's pray for a new, better year. Hopefully not so crazy like 2020 was. We'll see. So let's jump right into this video because I have a lot to cover and a lot to share with you guys. So we're gonna start with August, and back in August, I was having some issues with my ears. I would hear like this whooshing, almost like my heartbeat in my ears every single night, and I couldn't figure out what was going on. I even notified my doctor about it. She checked my ears. She said they looked fine. I was talking to Tiffany about this, and she recommended trying the ear candling. Now, I've never tried this before. I've heard about it. I'm going to leave a little thing here that you can look at, and if you want to pause the video real quick, you can read it and what it does and the benefits of everything. Like, so I went to Tiff's house, and it was me, Tiff, and Alicia, and the kids were there. So she buys the air candling. She wants me to try it, and also she's gonna try it, so pretty cool. So here are some clips of what happened.
Okay. And then we're gonna stick this in your ear.
Okay.
And then we're gonna set this on fire.
Okay.
Where it's like nice and sturdy. Like to where you can feel it in there. Oh God.
Oh, geez.
Okay, we're burning.
You're on fire.
We're burning. Oh shit!
You're burning!
I can hear it burning.
Yeah, you're supposed to.
So also Tiffany, like I said, tried it.
You ready? Yeah. Super cool candle.
Both of our results were very different, which is very mind-blowing. So a lot of people will say that these are fake and they're not real, but there was nothing inside. Like, you could look straight down. She had 6 of them, so none of them had anything inside the candle. And her results, like I said, are completely different than mine, and I'm going to show you. All right, guys, so this one here is our right ear. This is mine. Oh, wow.
I bet you that was that thing you heard when it sounded like.
That's a, you know what? That could be bothering my ears because that must have been like so close to my eardrum that I must have been pushing the wax back with the Q-tip.
That must have been what you heard when you heard it clog up.
Yeah, because it just like did like a pop. All right,
Come on,
this is
please
Tiffany.
let there be some good. What the heck?
Wow, just
A lot of yeast. Why my ears are so itchy?
so Tiffany only has yeast, and unfortunately I better clean my ears better because look at that crap. Tell me down in the comments if you ever tried this, and if you did, what were your results? Also that day, Tiffany got a kumquat fruit and she wanted to open it. Now, you have to literally buy coconut stuff to put on your hands because it's like a weird stuff, but I'm gonna let her explain this to you, so here we go. So we are here with Miss Tiffany, and she is going to be cutting open up this right here.
All right. It says that you have to put coconut oil on your hands first because a jackfruit has a natural laxative, and it's easier to clean off the coconut oil than it is the laxative.
No, not laxative.
I was like, okay, laxative, okay.
Let's
Maybe it's
not
got
eat this.
diarrhea, you know, stuff in it. Now, what made you want to try this?
We're going to cut this, guys.
Omar Carlos brought it home. All right.
Alright.
Girl, I don't want to cut you.
You're not gonna cut me.
Okay.
How many people does it take to cut a jackfruit?
If you have a machete, that would probably be easier.
And the reveal is almost ready.
Okay.
Wow.
Okay, so there's the seeds.
Not all of us tried it. I tried it, Boston tried it, and Tiffany tried it, and these were our reactions too.
Let's cheers it.
Alright.
Ready? It's actually kind of good.
That's very good. You like it? Really?
You know what it tastes like?
What?
A kumquat.
Did you hear what she said? Did you hear what she said? What does it taste like?
A kumquat. You know what a kumquat is?
Yeah.
That's what it
Do you
tastes
know?
like.
Do you know why she knows what a kumquat is?
Why?
I find that fruit to sound very offensive.
Yes.
So I call people kumquats, hoping that they don't know what it is.
Tell me if you ever tried this fruit, and if you did, what you thought of it. All right, guys, so we're gonna go ahead and jump into September now. September is my son Maximus' birthday. He turns 17 this year. It's crazy because every year that they get older, we're getting older as parents. And it's like, oh my gosh, I remember my kids just being like these little kids and running around and being goofy. And now they got license and they're driving, and it's insane. So we had a pool party for him. And I know with COVID, I'm gonna get some flashback because we had a bunch of kids there, but we we did use precaution and we were very careful and made sure that nobody came over that was sick or had been around anybody with symptoms. But it was a lot of fun. Birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Matt. Happy birthday to you. So September 7th, I flew out to Colorado to see my best friend Aiden. And the crazy thing is I get there and it's been beautiful weather, but the week that I decide to go, it decides to get freezing cold weather and it snows. And the craziest part about all of that, guys, is that when I left, it went back to the 80s. Like, of course, like, oh, Melissa's coming, let's get cold weather. It was a lot of fun though. The snow is actually beautiful, like driving into the mountains and just look at this. Like, it looks like a picture out of a movie. It was so absolutely beautiful. We went and walked downtown. We went to different shops. There's this amazing candy shop down in Colorado Springs that have these big apples. And my gosh, let me tell you, if you're ever down there, you have to go into the shop and try their apples or their candy. It's a very, very, very good and fine chocolate. So if you follow Aiden on his social media, he talked about one of his dogs being sick, which is Wicked. He ended up passing away due to old age, and he got his ashes back and he wanted to go out to the mountains and spread his ashes, and we went out and did that.
Yeah, you are. Fortunately, Wicket did not make it through his battle, and we are going to spread his ashes in Garden of the Gods, and that's what I'm doing now. Bye, Wicket. See you later, buddy.
I also got a tattoo in Colorado. It's nothing huge, it's nothing big, but it's something that means a lot to me. It is on my ring finger. Now you're probably thinking like, well, that's weird because that's for marriage, but at the end of the day, it's self-love and it's marriage to myself, and it means a lot. Tell me what you guys think. So Aiden lives about an hour away from Denver Airport. So I contacted, I think I actually put it on Twitter if someone could give me a ride, and Andrew from 303 Paranormal YouTube channel reached out to me and said he'd pick us up. So he picked up me and Aiden with his friend John. We went out to Denver. We stopped at this really cool, like, old freaking shop. It had everything from like the 80s, like old Cabbage Patch Kids. It was really amazing. He doesn't sell any of this stuff in stores. It's mainly for collectors or people that just want to come look, but it was amazing. So if you're like an 80s, 90s baby, like, whoa, you'll be so shocked to see the stuff they have in. After that, we went and met up with Rich and George and went out to dinner at this really cool restaurant. We sat at the top of the restaurant and then, like, you could see all outside. It was kind of weird at one point because it was like me with 5 other guys sitting next to me, but it was a lot of fun. I really enjoyed it. After dinner, we walked down Denver, like downtown, and it was quite an experience. Like, after that, it was time for Aiden and I to go because Aiden was coming back to Florida with me. So Andrew suggested that we take this train that leads you right to the airport. It was pretty cool. We got on the train. I even told the guy that, like, what did they call it? The attendant person on there, that we're going to the airport, you know, and he tells me it's the last one to get off there. So in the train, it had like the little saying, you know, that goes by and it's like, oh, this is your exit. This is the airport exit. Well, it said airport on it. So Aiden and I get off. The guy thumbs me up like, oh, you're good. And I'm like, yeah, I guess. You know, he knew where I was going. He didn't say, hey guys, wrong one. He let us get off. So we get off and we're at a freaking hotel. And I'm just like, are you kidding me? Are you freaking kidding me? So I had to call a Lyft and pick us up to get us to the airport, but we did make it and we flew back. So now we're gonna jump into Halloween month. Woo! Definitely different Halloween month with the whole COVID going on, not many trick-or-treaters this year. So Tiffany and I took the kids, and Jean was with us as well. We went to a pumpkin patch. We all picked out a pumpkin and went back to her house and carved them. It was a lot of fun. Everybody did an amazing job. Like, of course, we used stencils. You know, we didn't just... Ethan is the only one that did his freehand, which was pretty cool. So I'm gonna put all the pumpkins up, and down in the comments, you tell me which one you like the most. October is also my mom and my daughter's birthday. They share a birthday together. Again, we went to her dad's dad's house and we had a small get together for her party. Malia also wanted to get her belly button pierced, so I took her to a shop to get it done. Now I know some parents are gonna be like, oh my gosh, she's too young, but at the end of the day, like what teenager girl doesn't want to get her belly button pierced, and how is it gonna affect her and how is it gonna hurt her? You know, like you're only a teenager once. So she did a great job. I was actually really proud of her. It did hurt, and I'm gonna show you that.
My favorite way.
You're done.
Ooh, that hurt.
Yeah. Sorry, I'm like squeezing your hand like that's me. Almost done. Tell me what you think and if you have a belly button pierced. All right, guys, we're getting down to the last 2 months. So now we're in November, and November 6th, we took Malia to take her driving test. Now we went out to Tampa because of COVID, and where I live, you couldn't get to do your driving test till like literally next year. So we found a place in Tampa that she could do it. So her dad and I took her out there. She went out and did it, and she passed. So since she passed, we took her to this puppy place to look at puppies, and then we went and had lunch together. So it was a good time, and I'm super proud of her. The only thing, guys, is like if you got kids and they're starting to drive, like it is really nerve-wracking because your first thought is like, you don't want anything to happen to your children. Like it's scary out there. People don't know how to drive, and there's just learning, and there's so many things that you need to be paying attention to. So definitely like nerve-wracking because it's not just like I have one kid driving. All 3 have their license now, and 2 of them are driving. Max will be getting a car hopefully soon, but just not yet. So for Thanksgiving, I went to my mom's house, had dinner with them. My mom had to work that night. She's a nurse and she works at 7 p to 7 a.m. So we had an earlier dinner with them. And then I went to Max's girlfriend's house and hung out with them, and we had dinner again with them, which was really cool. Malia ended up spending it with her boyfriend, which I'm fine with because again, my kids are not little anymore, you know, and I got to have all those fun times with them when they were little. Now that they're older, you know, I give more leeway and I don't get upset about if they don't want to spend like a holiday with me. I'm completely okay with that, and that's just me as a parent. Also, on November 27th, Ethan turned 18. Like my goodness, he's a whole adult now, like as Tiffany would say. I can't believe he's 18 already. Like time is flying by. I remember him just being this little kid and running around, and now he's an adult. Like it's crazy. He wanted to go to Crafty Crabs, which is a place out in Tampa to eat. It's seafood. So we went out there. We had a great time. His mom actually made this really cool chocolate cake, and she made another cake for him. Tell me how cool that is. Like that's, you can put anything inside this chocolate cake. Like you could put whatever you want. So I thought that was really neat of her. All right, guys, so now we are jumping into December. Christmas is one of my favorite months. I love the holidays. I love the lights. I love putting up Christmas trees. I love everything about it. I don't love Christmas because of gifts, obviously. I just love it because it's such a happy moment if you make it a happy moment, I guess. I don't know. So for Christmas Eve, the kids and I went to Tiffany's house. We let them open up like a couple gifts. We like exchanged gifts, stuff like that. Then we went home. Ethan was with his mom on Christmas Eve, and then he came back. So Christmas Day, we all went over to Tiff's house again. Her mom and her daughter were down. She made like amazing food. She made a ham, she made a turkey, she made mac and cheese homemade. It was all amazing food. We all had a great time spending time together. And I hope you guys had a great Christmas. I know things are so different this year because of COVID and everything that's happened in 2020. But like I try to tell people on my social media, is like, it's not about the gifts. It's not about if you couldn't give. It's just about being with your loved ones and appreciating each other, because life is short, guys, and you never know when you're not gonna be here anymore. Everything going on, I know a lot of people have lost loved ones, and I know it's super hard sometimes around the holidays because you miss that loved one. But at the end of the day, try to remember those memories. Talk about those fun memories. Bring them up, you know, don't forget about them, because when you do die, you are a memory now. Don't let it just become a distant memory. You know, bring it up around holidays so that you can feel better. Talk about the fun times that you had with your loved ones. All right, guys, that's it for that. My month's going on, but I wanted to talk to you guys about a few things. So if you follow me on social media, you would see that a few months back that I posted that me and Gene broke up. I have no regrets over this. I am not upset about this. We are still friends. He's still cool people. Everything happens for a reason. And I have, like I said, I don't have any regrets. Life is what it is. And at the end of the day, I think people tend to forget that we are human beings. We go through everyday struggles like you guys go through. We get sad, we get angry, we're happy. We're not perfect, you know, and that's okay because we're human. So I understand everybody has an opinion, and that's really okay. okay. But if you're gonna be disrespectful or you're gonna be mean and negative, I'm not gonna entertain your comment. I'm just gonna block you off my channel. That way you can't comment, because I don't need the drama and I don't need the stress. At the end of the day, don't watch my channel. Like, how does my life affect your life on a daily living? And I get, like, you say, oh, well, you share your personal life with us. Yes, but that doesn't give you the right to be rude and disrespectful and have to know everything that's going on in my life. That's just my opinion. So if you want to leave a disrespectful opinion, I mean, go ahead. You just won't be able to comment anymore. So that's completely up to you guys. On another note though, I started talking to this guy and things went really well. He's an amazing person. I'm excited. We started dating. I went out to go see him for the new year. It was freaking so exciting. What's crazy is, like, this was my first time meeting him. So you would think I'd be like freaking out, and I mean, a little bit I was, but it was like I've known him and I'm so excited for our future. Like I said, he's amazing. His name is Jose. If you follow me on social media, you'll see that I just posted about us. I didn't post, you know, for a while because I needed to make sure. And of course, I've gotten some stupid comments, but overall, I thank everyone for the love and the support and just being genuinely great people and understanding. Hopefully, I'm gonna start putting out more videos, maybe twice a month. And if things go well, then maybe I'll start uploading even more. Even thought about maybe getting Tiffany to do videos with me, maybe even going into some scary places. I don't know, maybe changing up things a little bit and making it more exciting. Tell me down in the comments what you guys would like to see. If you'd like me to go to scary places, do videos with Tiffany, do more with my kids. Also, my dog is huge. He's a monster, guys. Like, he's so freaking big. He's not even a year old yet. Look at this guy. Like, he's beautiful, but he's a monster. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Until next time, I love you all. Bye.